Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon Perna, and it is football day, nerds. Yank those jock straps tight. Crack those beers. Ignore your loved ones and prepare for pleasure to hit every cell of your body by watching the strongest men on earth tackle each other. Programming note, Will Keys and I will be live streaming every Sunday after the afternoon games end, so put that in your mental calendar. The Chiefs and Texans play tonight, but I already previewed that game here in this episode. But today, I have some injury updates on key guys like Mike Evans, Jalen Ramsey's contract extension, retirement announcements from Aqib Talib and Ryan Shazier, and at least one very good penis joke. That's good sports. If you want your team to win this season, subscribe to this YouTube channel for near daily NFL news updates. Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com/goodsports, and it's all about sweaty balls. Ball deodorant. Ball deodorant. Ball deodorant. Ball deodorant. Ball deodorant. Ball deodorant. No matter the weird shape or size or texture of your balls, I bet they sweat, which is why you need the Crop Preserver Ball Anti-Chafing Deodorant from Manscaped. Now, I recommend ball deodorizing as part of your post-shower routine. Squirt some of the Crop Preserver Aloe Vera Quick Absorbing Gel into your palm. Get enough, and then rub your balls until your hands cramp, or whatever you deem normal. It dries clear, and it keeps your balls so fresh and so clean all day long. And it's made with only natural ingredients, so you know your balls are safe. Use my link below, manscaped.com/goodsports for 20% off, plus free shipping, plus 2 free gifts when you buy the Perfect Package 3.0, which does include the Crop Preserver. Manscaped. All right, here are some fun stats to consider as we kick down the doors and sprint into football season. The Cleveland Browns have not won a season opener since 2005, and they have a great chance to extend that streak as they face the Ravens on Sunday. The longest current playoff droughts belong to the Jets at 9 years, the Buccaneers at 12 years, and the Browns at 17 years. One more year for Cleveland, and they will be old enough for Sam Darnold to kiss. And nothing will make me happier this year than seeing Tom Brady keep that streak alive for the Buccaneers. Brady's team is an underdog in a regular season game for the first time since 2015. Now, almost 3 years after the scary injury that nearly paralyzed him, Ryan Shazier announced his retirement from football in a Twitter video on Wednesday morning.
I'm here today to make sure the world knows how much I still love football, how grateful I am for everything football gave me, and I'm here to let the world know that today I am officially retiring from the game I love so much. It's been over 1,000 days since I got hurt on the field. To lose the game in a way I never envisioned has not been easy. When you play the game of football the way I did, you convince yourself you're Superman, that nothing can stop you. But then, the moment I got hurt, I stopped being Superman, and that was difficult to make sense. But the way I look at it, God put us all here for a purpose. For 20 years, He let me play football, and now it's time for me to do what He wants me to do. I'm going to step away from the game for a while and see what else life has to offer. I know football will always be here for me if I need it, but right now I'm excited to explore some new challenges in different paths.
Ryan Shazier is still only 28 years old and was one of the most dynamic and freakiest athletes at inside linebacker from the time he was drafted in the first round out of Ohio State in 2014 to when he played his final snap in 2017. The fact that he even attempted a comeback following spinal stabilization surgery is pretty astounding. It's on par with what Alex Smith has done and goes to show you how incredible modern medicine has become and the possibilities it's unfolding. I wonder how a guy like Terrell Davis would have recovered from his knee injury if it had happened in 2019 as opposed to 1999. The Steelers lost a great player in Chazier, but get to keep an inspiring leader around their organization, and I hope we see plenty of Ryan Shazier doing whatever his heart desires. Someone who was also able to continue his career because of modern medical science, Aqib Talib also announced his retirement. Now, Talib had been courted by one Bill Belichick to return in 2020, but revealed why he decided to not play with the Patriots this season on his new podcast called Call to the Booth with co-host Harrison Sanford. You can subscribe to their YouTube channel and then tell them in the comments and all of their videos to collab here with me at That's Good Sports. Now, Talib, who rarely gets credit for his football intelligence, had the foresight to call it quits before it was too late.
My guy, my big homie, Bill Belichick called my phone, Harrison. I kind of started going through that schedule. I kind of seen Kittles and Kelsey and Waller and so many tight ends. If you look at the Patriots schedule, it's tight end after tight end after tight end. I looked at this fucking schedule, Harrison, and the thought, quotation marks, I said, can I even strap these damn tight ends? I said, oh shit, it's over with, Harrison. Once I said that, once that negative thought crossed my mind, I was like, man, my heart, my competitive edge, like, I ain't really in it like that no more.
More importantly, he decided to not help the Patriots in their time of need. I have no doubt he would have locked down or strapped every tight end he faced. Plus, Michael Crabtree is still a free agent, and 60% of Aqib Talib's annual salary comes from pawning Crabtree's jewelry, so it wasn't worth it for Talib financially. Now, Aqib finishes his NFL career with 2 gold chains, 5 Pro Bowl nods, a Super Bowl ring, 35 interceptions, 10 pick sixes, 1 eye gouge, and 1 self-inflicted gunshot wound. Quite possibly the most impressive stat sheet by any DB to ever play the game.
If I see his ass in that lane, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Now, there is a 99% chance Giovanni Bernard wins Offensive Player of the Year, in addition to being able to save princesses by using nothing but turtle shells as weapons. Bernard has significantly underperformed the last few seasons, and Cincy still gave him a contract extension to compensate for his 0 touchdowns last year and 10.6 rushing yards per game. But now I applaud Cincy for knowing he would transform from this boy into this man, deploying a new strategy for open field running, tossing bananas behind him to trip up defenders, jumping directly into the heads of linebackers, and traveling to the end zone via a series of green tubes. GOVP is what I say this year. Even if it doesn't work out and this season goes down the drain for this Italian plumber turned running back, we can always look back at this touchdown run from Halloween of 2013. God, what a thing of beauty this is. Now, Mike Evans will be a game time decision with a soft tissue injury because I drafted him in 2 fantasy leagues. I hate this because it's Tom Brady's very first built-in excuse as a Buccaneer. Brady rode the excuse train all year in New England last season free of charge. Not enough playmakers. My coach is mean to me. The Dolphins are too good. No more excuses, Tommy. Between Godwin, Gronk, Leonard Fournette, O.J. Howard, and Cameron Brate, there are still plenty of quality options to throw the ball 3 yards downfield to. Hell, even some white guy named Scotty Miller is expected to be the next Wes Welker in this offense. I think I'm going to call him Scooty Miller. Now, I've learned 2 things from Bruce Arians over the years. No risk it, no biscuit. And don't park in his fucking parking spot.
There's a sign on a parking place, anywhere in this facility. Don't park in the or I'll tow your ass.
I don't think Brady is a quarterback that takes chances, and that's going to clash with Arians' aggressive nature, no matter how much they tell us they've gelled their offensive styles. That's why the Saints are winning on Sunday. Now, Texans' new receiver, Brandon Cooks, will be a game-time decision for tonight's game with the quad injury. And the Bengals' A.J. Green is not, I repeat, not injured and will play for the first time since Week 11 of 2018. And just when I thought things couldn't get any shittier for the Broncos, wide receiver Cortland Sutton left practice today after landing awkwardly on his shoulder. He's currently getting an MRI, and we're just hoping to God it doesn't keep him out for the whole season at this point. Death, shall I kneel to the one dark lord to right this burning ship? Don't make me do it, Satan, but I will if I have to. I will worship you if I have to, you devil son of a bitch. Praise be. Praise be. Praise be. It's just an AC joint sprain for Cortland Sutton. Finally, some good news. I guess I'll cancel those Satan worshipping books I ordered from him. Maybe I'll keep them. Now, you may have noticed that California finally looks the way 2020 has felt. Apocalyptic. Kyle Shanahan said he felt like they were in the book of Eli. Of course, the best offensive play caller in the NFL references a movie where the main character memorized the most complex play sheet of all time, the Bible. Somehow, the air quality index in this orange haze still had numbers at a healthy 69, which, most appropriately, is somehow nice. Sorry, Kyle Shanahan, but the correct movie comparison is Blade Runner. Honestly, if George Kittle is channeling his inner Avril Lavigne, things can't be that bad in San Francisco.
He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her.
Now, Danielle Hunte will miss the first 3 games to start the season after the Vikings placed him on IR. It's going to be strange seeing a Vikings defense that isn't anchored by both Everson Griffin and Danielle Hunte. The good news is they traded for Yannick Ngakoue, who carries the torch of never being happy with where he is, left behind by Stephon Diggs. Now, Hunter has had 14.5 sacks in the last 2 seasons, the first 2 Pro Bowl seasons of his career. If you look at the numbers, he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory, but playing in Minnesota makes getting into Canton just a little bit tougher, doesn't it, Skull fans? Either way, he's out at least 3 weeks. 3 crucial games in which the Vikings are going up against Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, and Ryan Tannehill. And if they take him off IR after 3 weeks, he will be trying to sack one Deshaun Watson in week 4. Oregon left tackle and number 2 overall draft prospect Penei Sewell has opted out of the college football season to focus on the draft. Now, if you are confused why a player would opt out of a season that isn't happening in the Pac-12, here's the explanation. The Pac-12 didn't actually fully cancel their season, they just postponed it. So that means if they do end up playing in the spring, or whenever really, Oregon will be without Penei. Completely Penei-less. He's focusing on the draft, and he's likely a top 3 pick. So for all the teams tanking and in need of a great tackle, I am starting the hashtag Suck for Penei. Suck for Penei. Had to put the S in there in case there's another Penei out there, you know, just to be safe. Jalen Ramsey and the Rams agreed to a 5-year extension worth $105 million. This is a brilliant move by the Rams after discovering a weird loophole in team salary cap allocations. Since Ramsey has the word Rams in his name, LA does not have to count any of Jalen's salary towards their cap. It's the same reason the Eagles took Dallas Goedert before the Cowboys had a chance, and why Jim Brown was the only great Cleveland Brown to ever play. Now, the Buffalo Bills' deal with Tre'Davious White looks all the sweeter, as Jalen Ramsey's $21 million per year turned him into the highest paid corner in NFL history. It's the first time a defensive back has John Hancocked a $100+ million contract. And it's fitting that the Rams would be the team to do it. Here's what I don't know about Jalen. Is he truly elite? He's definitely a good all-around corner, but his one standout season was 2017. which we now know was a defensive anomaly in Jacksonville. He's never allowed more than 3 touchdowns in a season, which is great. He's a reliable tackler, gives up very few yards after the catch, so all positive things. But I think we will learn what his ceiling is by the end of this season. He's good. I just don't know how good he really is. That's all I'm saying.
He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Good luck to the Texans tonight. Suck it, Chiefs. I hope you go down. Even though I think you're going to win by a lot, I hope you go down.